Hey, what's up, guys? Alright, so I'm aboard John's boat in Long Island. Aboard is Teddy and Rick. So we came out early morning, tried to do some sea bassing, but yeah, all these little guys started showing up. It was one after the other. Couldn't get away from these little guys, so yeah, we kind of abandoned this trip and set our sights on some false albacore. Definitely around the area, so we went out and searched for them. Alright, so we did locate them. They were all around. Albies were popping up around the shoreline, around our boat. But we figured it'd be like every cast, but we were dead wrong. They were on something just totally different than what we were offering them. But I did notice when we got there were just billions of little baby crabs. I thought it was actually like some type of algae or seaweed, but Rick told me that, yeah, they were in fact crabs. So if that's what they were on, man, good luck matching the hatch on that. I'm not sure if Albies feed on those things or not, but they were just everywhere. After Rick's Albie, John hooked up to it, and of course my GoPro wasn't on. I thought it was. I thought I was getting all the footage. It was probably like the best footage, but yeah. And John was using like a small 3000 size reel, or was like a 2500 size reel, and that Albie was just taking his line. Apologies to John again. I failed to capture it.
Oh, that's a little football there.
Wow, that thing is crazy. That's a nice size, Rick.
That's a nice size.
People. We don't need everything we catch. That thing's beautiful.
I can't get my hook out of my...
Right on the other side of them.
I did.
They're just swirling in one spot.
Oh, I'm on.
All right.
All right, John.
Let him run.
There you go.
Ah, he's a little guy.
Maybe these could even be bluefish.
I'll get out.
No,
You can go over me
he's
if you
tiny.
want.
Maybe it's bluefish.
There he goes.
Yeah, as Rick did mention, it could have been bluefish, and they were bluefish in the mix. Rick was using an epoxy jig. Basically, I'm not sure if it was Hoagie epoxies or it could have been Shimano Colt Sniper epoxies jigs. Or I'm not too sure, but it was similar to those, and he was doing pretty good with those.
I'm out of the water.
So you just let them take it for a while? You don't reel against your, and don't reel in. Oh, lost one?
I'm using the 2-ounce green Deadly Dick, skipping it pretty fast on the water, and I get this Albie to chase it. He swiped at it twice, missed, and finally connects. And the rod I'm using is St. Croix Tidemaster, 7-foot 6-inch, medium power, fast action. And but the one thing that you guys haven't seen is my new reel, which is Daiwa BG. It's the 4,000 size. It came out last year, but at that time I really didn't need the 4,000. But I decided to pick one up this year, and I'm glad I did. It's a great reel. I mean, for the price, 110 bucks, it's phenomenal. The one thing that really stood out when I was using this was the drag. It was super smooth. Not just smooth, but even that first initial startup, you know, that startup inertia they call it, it's just so low. It's like almost non-existent. There's no stickiness whatsoever. Really impressed with that drag. And you can see my rod, even though, you know, the line's going out, there's no thumping on the rod. You know, there's not much going on over there. It's pretty smooth, very stable. So, I mean, thumbs up to Daiwa BG. Although it is a 4,000 size reel, Daiwa seem to have it a little bit bigger than everybody else. So it's almost really like a 5,000 size. This is not a real review or anything like that. It's just, you know, what I just noticed about this reel. I'm really thoroughly impressed. I liked it so much I bought the 2,500 size the next week.
Yeah, I gotta bring this guy in. There, I see color.
Yeah. Ooh, nice one too. The big guy. He's bigger than mine.
Watch out.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, he gets close. There he goes. Nice one.
Just watch out for what.
So these guys
No.
have spikes or not really?
No, not. That's alright. I'll just bring him up like that's no big deal.
Yeah.
Hey, you didn't have with one of those?
With one of what?
Fish
Don't throw the fish back. Let me hit him on the head with it before you throw it back.
Let me just take a look at him. Thanks.
All right, so this is about a month back, around Labor Day weekend. This is probably like the first couple of days I was probably chasing the Albies. It was kind of early, but I gave it a shot anyway. This is around when the hurricanes started coming in, like Irma. So it was kind of windy. There was a lot of swells, like this actually. I mean, you have to have your corkers on, your dry suit, and you got to watch your back like every 5 seconds.
Oh man.
Look at this on the right side. Watch your back.
Sean, watch it.
On this day, I'm using a 9-footer. It's a St. Croix Mojo Surf, and I paired it up with the same reel, the Daiwa 4000. Like I said, the 4000 runs a little big, so it actually was a really nice match with the 9-footer. And the lure I'm using is a Yuzuri sashimi lure. It's kind of like a little small crankbait. And I was just blind casting, seeing if I could connect to anything, and then during the middle of the retrieve, I saw a corner of my eye the Albies blitzing. They were down the inlet, but they were coming straight at me, so I grabbed my my lure. I just waited. My lure doesn't cast all that great. I can't go that far with this lure, so I had to wait until they got closer, and I know I only had like one shot at this, so I casted it towards the middle of the inlet and retrieved it so that way the lure could intercept the Albies and hopefully they would take. Now, I've never eaten these before, and there's been a lot of talk that they taste good, so the curiosity got the best of me, so I took this one home. I tried it 3 ways: sashimi, and seared, and fully cooked. Did not like seared and sashimi raw. I actually like cooked fully with butter, pan fried, thoroughly cooked, and it tasted actually like steak. But still, even though that was like my favorite way of eating it, it still wasn't good enough for me to actually take these guys. So I'm going to be the guy that says these are shark bait. So I know that there are going to be some people that actually think it tastes good, and if it does, more power to them. That's great. But yeah, I just don't like these. All right, guys, so that's it. So catch you next time. Please subscribe, and I'll see you later. Thanks.